I'm Carolina, nice to see you. I know that you would really like to try CANICROSS, but you probably feel lost and you don't know what equipment to buy for your dog. So today I'm gonna show you some most popular types of harness for dogs. I hope you'll find this video useful, and by the end of it you'll feel confident enough to buy your first CANICROSS equipment. So just stay with me, watch until the end and enjoy. Okay, so we have two main types of harnesses for CANICROSS, short ones and long ones. Short harnesses will be better for dogs that are not such a strong pullers, and they tend to stay behind you or on the side. Also for the dogs that don't like things interfering with their tail. Long type of harnesses will be better for dogs that are the strong pullers and stay most of the times in front. So I'm gonna show you two harnesses for each and the first harness I'm gonna show you are these harnesses from Sali. I think it's the most common type of harnesses. The thing you need to know is that every harnesses that you use for CANICROSS needs to have this Y shape around the dog's chest. It's very important because in that way they don't restrict dog's respiratory organs, so you know the dog is comfortable and safe during the exercise. Most of you may have those type of harnesses at home already, so I think it's worth to try with them first before you spend a lot of money for CANICROSS equipment, because you are not sure if your dog is gonna like it. And this type of harnesses can be used occasionally for CANICROSS, so they make no harm, they are great. So now I'm gonna show you how this type of harnesses is gonna fit on Loki. Okay, so this is how those harnesses looks on Loki. We use them mainly for walks and trekking, sometimes for CANICROSS too. He's wearing size S, which is the perfect fit for him. How do we check if they fit correctly? There needs to be enough room for your two fingers between his neck and the harness. As you can see, I can easily put my two fingers here, so it's fine. Also, it's important that this part of harnesses it's not coming onto his shoulder. Shoulder, as you can see, starts here, and the harnesses are fit around his neck, so it's fine. The other thing to mention about is that they should be going just right behind his armpit. There should be enough room for your 3, maybe 4 fingers. As you can see, I can put my 4 fingers here, so it's fine. Again, 2 fingers between his chest and the harnesses. Also the Y shape of harness, this part should be starting at the same place as the dog's breastbone, which is fine on Loki. So yeah, this size fits perfectly on him. Just for your reference, I'm gonna show you the size bigger. Okay, so here we have size bigger. These are size medium, obviously too big on Loki. As you can see, there is too much room between his neck and the harnesses. I can put my whole hand. Also, this part goes definitely too far from his arm. Again, I can put my hand between his chest and the strap. So they are too big, they are not gonna work. Yeah, also this part of harnesses goes too far under his neck, so this size is definitely too big for him. We're not gonna use it, but it was just to show you how not to fit your dog's harnesses. Okay, so next type of harness is this Multisport harness from Dragrattan. great option for dogs that are not such strong pullers and tends to stay behind. So because even if your dog stays behind and the lead is attached here, nothing's gonna happen. Your dog is secured around his chest, so you can be sure this harness will not fall off the dog. Same rule, 2 fingers between the neck and the harness strap. It doesn't go too far onto his shoulder, so it's fine. Also, the harness shouldn't be really ending further than his ribs. Loki ribs ends here, so you can see harness fits correctly. I think these are Loki's favorite type of harnesses, especially when we run on our own. And he has no motivation to pull, and sometimes he stays on the side of me, so he's secured all the time by this waist belt. Nothing's gonna happen. Great option for not strong pulling dogs. You can buy those type of harnesses for 40-50 pounds, new ones, but I would also encourage you to look for I would also encourage you to check on Facebook Marketplace for second-hand harness. You can buy them a little bit cheaper, especially if you are new, you don't know if you're gonna stay with CANICROSS for long. So yeah, and again, that would be also a great option for dogs that don't like things interfering with their tails. Some dogs are like this. Loki doesn't mind, but he likes those type of harness anyway. We are now moving on to the long type harnesses. These are X-back harnesses from Arctic Wolf. Loki. As you can see, they have this X on the back, so that's why they are called an X-back harness. Good option for strong pulling dogs, because they are designed to be pulled into, and only when they are pulled into they work. As you can see, they are not adjustable, so it's really important to choose the correct size for your dog. Again, always the same thing, 2 fingers between neck and the harnesses. This part doesn't go on top of his shoulder. Also, this part doesn't go too farther than his ribs, so you can see when they are pulled into, Loki's ribs ending here, so they stay on the right place. The other thing to mention about with this type of harnesses, this part is called pulling point, and it should be reaching the dog's tail base. So as you can see, when they are pulled into, it goes just up to his tail base, which is fine. They are gonna work correctly. I bought those for about 36 pounds plus delivery. So again, it's a bit expensive, but this type of harness is very popular. Lots of brands make an X-back harness, so you can also again check on Marketplace for second-hand harness. They would be much cheaper. You can buy those type of harnesses for 20 pounds. I wouldn't recommend them for beginners, especially if you aren't sure if CaniCross is something you both gonna enjoy. So there is no need for you to buy those harnesses if you are not gonna use them. Yeah, they're not gonna suit every type of dog. They are especially for dogs who stay all the time in front. I like those a lot. They are probably not Loki's favorite. I like them because they are nice and purple. So most of the times I use those harnesses with other multi-sport harnesses that I've just showed you. And yeah, so let's move on to next. Okay, so next harness type I'm gonna show you, this time on Toto, because I only have a little version of those harnesses, is non-stop Dogwear Freemotion harnesses, also long type harnesses designed for strong pullers. Not the best option for Toto, because when we do CaniCross he stops every 5 steps, so this is what happens all the time. So as you can see, this type of harnesses will be best for dogs that are strong pullers and stay all the time in front of you. I just bought them at the beginning of my adventure with CaniCross, and I didn't know much about different type of harnesses, and also there is not much of a choice for smaller dogs, so that's why I bought them. But we don't really do CaniCross that often with Toto, so it's fine. I'm not gonna buy anything else for him. This type of harnesses are quite, I think they are most expensive, because new ones they're like 60-70 pounds sometimes, so obviously you can buy them cheaper on marketplace for between 40-50 pounds. How to fit them correctly? Obviously 2 fingers between the neck and the harness. This part again should be going just right behind his arm, but there needs to be enough room for your 3 fingers, which in this case is fine. Again, it shouldn't be going further than his ribs. Toto's ribs ending here, as you can see, they fit correctly. Again, pulling point should be reaching up to the tail base, but this part this part in Freemotion harnesses is adjustable, so it's not a problem. Toto's got quite a long back, as you can see, but they are adjustable, so it's fine. I think they are very they look quite professional. I think they are good quality harnesses, although they are made in China, but it doesn't mean they are not good. I think the quality is okay. It's just you need to be sure that your dog's gonna pull all the time, because if not, they are not gonna work. This is what's gonna happen all the time. So again, it's not a good option for every dog, but I would recommend them if you know your dog's gonna pull all the time and stays in front of you. And the last type of harness I want to show you is open back harness. These ones are called sled harnesses from Sali. Loki is wearing size M. This will be again great choice for strong pulling dogs, especially for dogs that tends to arch their back, because it gives them freedom over the back to bounce and bound. So again, great choice for strong pullers. How to fit them? Always same rule, with 2 fingers between neck and harness. Felix. Again, you need to make sure this part doesn't go on top of your dog's shoulder. This part cannot go further than where your dog's ribs end. So in that case, Loki's ribs ending here. This part, called as a pulling point, needs to go up to your dog's tail base, so you can tell this is perfect size for Loki. We haven't used them yet, so there is not much I can tell you about them. They just arrived. I bought them on Facebook Marketplace. I paid £15 plus delivery, so I think that's a great deal. Like new ones, I think they cost around £30, so as you can see, you can find great deals on the Marketplace. I always encourage you to look to find your harnesses there first, especially if you are not sure if CaniCross is something you would be enjoying. Right, so just to summarize what we've learned so far about different type of harness, I'm now gonna do that quick talk through about all the harness I've just showed you. Starting from this short type harness from Sali. Good option for dogs that are not strong pullers. but it's particularly great if you have no experience to canicross and you don't know your dog running style, especially if you have a harness like this at home already. Then it's great because you need to know your dog running style first before you spend a lot of money for different harness. If you want to buy them, it's a great option because it can be used for different activities as well, such as walking, trekking and other dog sport. But if you know that your dog is a strong puller, then you will probably need different type of harness. Second type of short harness is this Multisport harness from Dragrattan. I think it's a great harness for all type of dogs, but it's particularly great choice for dogs that are not as strong pullers and tends to run by your side or even stays behind sometimes. Because with this waist belt you can be sure your dog is secured and is not gonna escape from harness. These ones are a bit expensive because they can cost around £50, but you can always check on Facebook Marketplace and get it a bit cheaper, between £30–40. Yes, so great option for all type of dogs, especially for those that are not strong pullers. Next we have this X-Bucks harness. I think this is quite old-fashioned type of harness and the most popular one, so you can get them from different brands as well. They are designed to be pulled into, so it's only an option if your dog is a strong puller and you know your dog is gonna run in front of you. I wouldn't recommend them for you if you are a beginner, especially because they are not adjustable, so you need to know your dog's size first. But if you are sure your dog is a strong puller and you are sure that your dog is gonna run in front of you all the time, then it may be a good option for you. And the last harness is this open back harness. These ones are from Sali, but I know other brands make them as well. Another option for dogs who are strong pullers and for dogs that run all the time in front. It's particularly good choice for all the dogs that tends to arch their back, because it gives them freedom over the back and doesn't restrict their movement. So yeah, if you want to get this type of harness, you need to be sure you have a strong pulling dogs. Right, so I think I showed you most popular type of harness for canicross. The main rule is that short type harness are good for dogs that are not strong pullers and tends to run by your side, and long type harness are better for dogs that are strong pullers because they are designed to be pulled into. I hope you feel a bit more knowledgeable now, but if you still have some questions, then you can drop me a message or you can leave a comment and I will try to answer. So thank you very much for watching and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.